All right. Well, thanks everyone for being here today. We also want to welcome everybody watching live on NASCAR.com and on the NASCAR Facebook page today. We have some exciting news to share today, and we're going to have an announcement here, and then have a few questions, and then immediately following the press conference, we'll do a show car unveil out in the fan zone. So we'll be moving outside as soon as the press conference is over, as just a heads up. So want to get started today by introducing our participants. Of course, we have Joe Gibbs, owner of Joe Gibbs Racing. We have Matt Kenseth, driver of the number 20 DeWalt FlexVolt Toyota. We have Scott Bunnell, Vice President of Corporate Brand Marketing at Stanley Black & Decker. And we have John Howland, Vice President, Vertical and Event Marketing at DeWalt. Also here today with us is our Joe Gibbs Racing Xfinity Series drivers up front here, Daniel Suarez and Eric Jones. They're with us to help us announce today's exciting news and participate in the photo shoot outside. So we'll start it off here with Joe Gibbs. Coach?
Yeah, I just wanted to say a big thanks to everybody for being here and everybody watching. This is a big day for us. As you know, in our sport, one of the most important things we have is our partners. And we're thrilled today. It's a happy day for us to be announcing that one of the most successful companies in America, DeWalt, will be our major sponsor, our primary sponsor for 2017 on our 20 car. So we're thrilled to announce that. We also, as you know, with Stanley Black & Decker, they are also on our 19 car for 12 races. So it's a huge deal for us. Like I said, one of the most successful companies in the world, and to have them be a part of our sport and a part of our race team is a thrill for us. The DeWalt FlexVolt is going to be a major focus for us. I was looking at this. Pat might get a little upset if she's heading home with that. She might be a little afraid of what I'm going to do with this. This thing is powerful, and we're here to kick off the FlexVolt program. This is going to change the way pro contractors go to work. Because they're going to have the freedom to go cardless and have the power to do that. So it's a huge deal for us. We mentioned the fact that Eric and Daniel are here. So for the rest of this year, there will be 6 FlexVolt races with an Xfinity program with Eric, and there'll be 1 with Daniel. And then there's going to be 6 Cup races, actually 7 Cup races with Matt, counting this weekend. So we're thrilled to announce that. It's a real thrill for us to have partners like this. Got to know everybody inside the company. It's a thrill for us, and we're excited about being here. And so I think we got some other things to kind of share with you.
Yeah, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a dream come true, really, for DeWalt to come back. A couple of years ago, I made my first Cup start with DeWalt, and I hope to make my last Cup start with DeWalt. Not today, of course, but hopefully someday, a few years down the road. So they've been more than a great sponsor for me. They've been like family. I've made a lot of friends over there. They all obviously make the best power tools in the world. I've always been proud to represent them. So really happy they signed on, took on a bigger role. And I'm looking forward to getting the DeWalt colors back to victory lane.
Comments from Scott.
Yeah, thank you, Matt and Coach, and the entire Joe Gibbs Racing organization for the past 2 years. Whenever I have a challenging day, I call Coach, and in 5 minutes, I feel 100% better. So he has this way of talking and a lifting spirit that is one of a kind. And then when he calls me from victory lane, oh my God, he goes up about 15 octaves with his exciting voice. So thank you, Coach. We appreciate all that you do for us. So 100 years ago, we invented the electric power drill. And 50 years ago, we invented the cordless power drill. 2 pretty significant accomplishments. Hopefully you've used our products in the past. This week we introduced the biggest innovation in cordless power history. It's the DeWalt FlexVolt. Job sites can be cord-free now with the power of corded and the freedom of cordless and a lot more, which John will tell you about. We're excited to use our sponsorship with Coach and Matt and Eric and Daniel to bring this exciting product story into the lives of 80 million race fans. The DeWalt sponsorship is a platform that involves on-track visibility, digital marketing, hands-on demos as well. So next up is John Howland, who will explain the power of FlexVolt. But before that, we have this video.
Monitors here.
You need power to get the job done, but the power cord keeps you tied down. DeWalt changes the game with FlexVolt. Now you have the power of corded and freedom of cordless. We're talking the most advanced cordless system we've designed. FlexVolt is the world's first battery pack that automatically changes voltage when you change tools. In 20-volt max tools, the 15-cell battery delivers 4 times the runtime of a compact 20-volt max battery. Slide the FlexVolt battery into the new line of 60-volt max brushless tools, and the battery automatically switches to series, delivering 60 volts of cordless tool performance. Double up 2 FlexVolt batteries for 120-volt max. That's enough to power a 12-inch sliding miter saw. It's the completely cordless, completely flexible job site. It's the freedom to get right to work without the hassle of extension cords. And your FlexVolt battery is compatible with your existing 20-volt max tools and chargers, part of our fastest growing cordless system. So when you need the power to get the job done right, don't reach for a corded tool. DeWalt FlexVolt gives you the power to cut the cord and power up your job site. FlexVolt, power of corded, freedom of cordless. Built, guaranteed tough, by DeWalt.
That's pretty exciting there. John,
Yeah, well, thank you very much. And Coach, we appreciate everything you do. Our engineers and our entire company respect the way that your engineers have found an increased power and performance through breakthrough innovation that mandates and dictates performance on the track and allows you to beat the competition and complete the task. Matt mentioned it earlier. DeWalt has a long history with Matt, one that we're very proud of. Matt, you and Katie and your family have represented our company and what we stand for with class and dignity. So we greatly appreciate that and recognize it. It's great to be back here today. I'd also like to thank Tony Merritt, who's our motorsports manager, for putting together this program. And it's not only on track, but it's also off the track as well. So Tony, thank you very much. Last week, we introduced our FlexVolt program to the world. And within 24 hours, we had over 125 million impressions from a various media platform perspective. The contractor has long wanted the power of a corded tool with the freedom of cordless, as Coach mentions. And again, DeWalt is able to revolutionize the way the contractor here today goes to work. It allows them the speed and the power in a corded tool, all in a cordless platform. We have various saws, grinders, and drills that complete the first wave of FlexVolt. From an engineering perspective, we will continue to develop the FlexVolt platform to provide the contractor the tools that he needs, both in the fabrication shop and also on the job site, to get his job done with safety in mind. If you look at the lineup that we have here today, it's the most innovative lineup of tools. The video states a little bit about the features and the benefits. The backwards compatibility allows us to use this FlexVolt battery in our existing 20-volt platform. We have over 70 tools that make up our 20-volt platform. We will soon have the world's largest cordless platform in the world from a cordless power tool perspective. From an activation perspective, our program is not only about the performance and the power on the track, but also off the track. We have a history of taking our message out to the end user throughout the United States, utilizing our digital and our social and our mobile media methods, where we're going to put our tools in their hands, where the contractor buys, works, learns, and plays. It's with a tremendous amount of excitement that we enter into this extended agreement and amplified program with Joe Gibbs Racing. On behalf of our employees around the world, we want to thank everyone for their support, and we really look forward to being a part of this community showcasing our FlexVolt message.
Great.
I think this is another example of our fan base. You know, the power of our fan base is a company like this recognizes the fact that by coming forward with this new platform, one of the key things here is to work out, to step out with all of our fan base that many of them are working in the construction area. And again, it's a testimony to what our fan base can do in supporting the sport and the products that go along with our sport. So we appreciate it in every way, and we really appreciate our fans. And we know they're going to enjoy demoing these new products that they've got here with FlexVolt and to sign on board to being a part of their program.
Great. We have a few minutes for a few questions here, so I think we got a couple people with mics here. We'll run around. Lee Spencer.
Lee Spencer, Motorsport.com. So can we assume that you have signed an extension with Matt as well for 2017 since DeWalt's stepping up? And how many races will DeWalt have in 2017, or has that been decided?
Yeah, DeWalt will have 15 races next year and be the primary on that car. You know, we don't talk about our contracts and stuff with our drivers, but I will say this, our plan is Matt's going to retire here. So that's what we'd say.
All right. Nate Ryan in the back.
Nate Ryan, NBC Sports. That kind of took my question with Lee asked, but and any progress, Joe, on filling the rest of Matt's slate? Do you know how many races you have left to fill for next year?
Yeah, we feel pretty confident right now. We've got some great things in the works and nothing that we can announce right now, but we feel good about where we are with that car. And this is a big step right here. And so we feel confident that that car will be fully funded for next year.
Okay, I think we have Bob Procus here, and then we can go to the back.
Bob Pockrass, ESPN. I guess for Joe, typically when you try to do these deals, you'd want them to be multi-year. Just in this environment, is it just too tough to do something multi-year, even when you have that much inventory open?
Yeah, actually, well, our deal will be multiple years. Yeah, you always typically are striving to get long-term deals, but we feel so confident with Stanley and DeWalt being on board with us. It's a huge deal for us, and they are multiple-year deals, and we're thrilled to be a part of their team. And we're confident, I think, that we're going to wind up with this is going to be one of the biggest things to hit the construction market, and we feel like we're thrilled to be a part of it, and I think it'll definitely be something that we're going to be a part of for a long time.
And this is in addition to what Stanley has with Carl?
Yes, in addition.
That's not impacted at all?
No.
Okay, we'll go to the back of the room here for quick questions, and up here with Chris.
Saul Sainz, News 13. This is for Coach Gibbs as well as for Matt. A lot of the cars, if not all of the cars, will have that one Orlando United emblem on that. Your thoughts and feelings on that, please?
It was obviously, for our country, that was devastating for all the families involved. And our sport is America, and we support our troops overseas. And anytime we have a catastrophe like this that affects so many people, we're thrilled to be a part of it. And we're thrilled to be a part of this program also to honor those that lost their life and to, in particular, the prayers and praying for everybody that lost a loved one there. So we're thrilled to be a part of that.
Yeah, I don't really have much more to add than what Coach said there. He pretty much hit the nail on the head on that one. That's my little tool reference too. More for the Stanley part, I guess.
All right, we'll come back up here with Chris.
Chris Knight, CatchFest.com. Coach, has the 6 races been determined for Eric and Daniel this year? Which races DeWalt colors will be featured?
Yeah, they are. I don't have a list right here in front of me, but we'll get that to you. But it's already been determined. And we're going to have a big kickoff this weekend. Then it's going to go all through the year. This would be a big deal in 2016. So we're thrilled to be a part of that. And so down the stretch here, you're going to see a lot of FlexVolt. It's racetrack on both, our Xfinity program and for Cup. Yeah,
John?
John's probably
That's a
the
good one
best.
for John.
Sure. Our FlexVolt system is a range of, obviously, the new battery right here will fit all of our 20-volt tools. In a 20-volt tool, it provides 20 volts of power. It also provides 4 times the runtime that you would find in a traditional 20-volt battery. When you put it into a circular saw or a grinder that we have here, it will provide 60 volts of power, and it will give the contractor the power of a corded saw or grinder in a cordless platform. When you put 2 of the batteries together, 60-volt batteries together, into a miter saw, it will provide 120 volts of power, and it will power a 12-inch sliding compound miter saw with actually more efficiency than a corded. The reason for that is all of our FlexVolt tools are brushless. They have brushless motors, which is much more efficient than a traditional brushed motor. So to answer your question, various tools providing different voltages from 20 to 60 to 120 volts of power.
All right, I think we've got time for one more here up front.
Jerry Jordan, Performance Racing Network, and Again the Tires. Obviously your target is contractors. What are the price points for these items, and how efficient will they be in the field?
To answer your question about the efficiency, they'll be much more efficient than a corded tool based on the brushless motors that we have. We traditionally, we never deliver a product that's not going to get the job done for the contractor. They are paid on productivity. So we want to make sure that these tools provide increased productivity, which drives profitability while keeping them safe as well. From a price point perspective, you'll be able to go to DeWalt.com and see any one of our retail partners' pricing on this. It is priced to be very competitive in the marketplace. We have developed a technology that is probably 2x what it used to be. We are not going to charge 2x for that. So we are going to be very competitively priced in the market. And again, all the different products have different prices on it. It'd be best if you went online to see that with our retail partners. Thank you.